What's up, guys? I am just going to do a little chat here. I've had a lot of people ask me some questions here, and it's been through my experience and doing some surveys, and for people just asking me, they say I'm feeling like crap. What can I do? And literally feeling like crap. We've all been there, and it's one of those things that we kind of go through, and it can kind of spiral, and things get worse and worse. You don't know what to do. So I'm going to do a quick series here. I don't even know how long it's going to go, 5 or 6 videos or so, on things that I've done. I've been, 43 years old. I'm a dad, and I'm a nurse. And what I'm going to talk about tonight is, for the very first video, is about lack of sleep. And this is something that is, it's one of those things we all have to deal with, especially when you have kids. And those of us that are nurses, or not even nurses, anybody that works shift work, or works long hours, or works weekends, or whatever, it all kind of adds up, and sleep kind of takes a back burner because we learn how to live with less sleep. So we think. I was there, I did that. I could go on 4 hours of sleep and think that I was tolerating it fine. And trust me, it adds up. You get up to that certain point when you can do this kind of thing in your 20s, in your 30s. And once you get up into your 40s or even older than that, it gets tough, and things start to build up, and it gets tougher. It gets tougher to work on less sleep and to stay healthy. So there's a lot of things that can happen. One thing that happens is weight gain. Weight gain can kind of happen at any age, but as you get older and as you have less sleep, these things can happen, and it's one of those things that you can go on and on about how it happens, but it's about leptin, and when you sleep, the more sleep you get, the more leptin you have in your system, and you have less leptin if you get less sleep, and that causes weight gain. Depression has been linked to lack of sleep. It suppresses your immune system, so you can get sick more easily. Stroke, diabetes, heart attack, irregular heartbeat, high blood pressure, increased stress. You have increased cortisol levels in your blood, and that's a whole other thing that is a little bit kind of over the top, and we can explain that later. But all of these things can be based on lack of sleep. So what can you do about it? Get more sleep. That's pretty much what you need to do, and how do you do that? So a lot of us are, 6 to 8 hours of sleep is what's recommended. Is that always possible? No, but it needs to be one of your priorities. There's certain things that you can cut out in your day, in your life, that'll give you some more sleep. Don't watch that show at the end of the night. Turn off your electronics at the end of the night. At least a half an hour before you go to bed, or an hour before you go to bed, because that just stimulates your brain, and you need to kind of relax and chill out before you go to bed, so you get better sleep. You sleep sooner, and you get better sleep. So yeah, 6 to 8 hours a night. If try to get to bed at the same time. For those of us, like I said, I work 20 years of shift work, and going to bed at the same time or waking up at the same time just wasn't possible, because I work shift work. I work 12-hour shifts, and you're working day, night shift, or you're working evening shifts, or whenever you're working, things come up. It's not quite as always possible, but what I did do is, when I worked day shifts, I tried to go to bed at the same time. When I worked night shifts, I went to bed at the same time. So I tried to as much get a pattern as I could. So try to do that. Try to go to bed at the same time, try to wake up at the same time, and try to get a certain pattern so you're getting that 6 hours of good sleep at the same time, kind of on a routine. Watch how much caffeine and alcohol you're drinking. Caffeine and alcohol are both not good contributors to sleep and good quality sleep. We all know that. Drink more water, half your body weight in ounces. You want to do that every day. And when you go, you don't want to drink a bunch of water if you're behind a little bit, a half an hour before you go to bed, because you're going to be getting up and going to the bathroom. That's not going to contribute to good sleep. But be smart with it, but try to get that water in throughout the day. I don't recommend taking any medications for sleep. I mean, there's certain instances where that is needed for some people. I think it's a bad idea to think that you need medication to help you sleep. So I don't recommend that. I don't think you get great quality sleep with that. But that's more of a medical thing. I'm not going to get into that. What I am going to do is I'm going to post I've got a tracker, which if you guys want to do, which I recommend you do, if you think that you're feeling like crap all the time and you're super tired, like I said, this series is going to explain things that you can do to kind of make you feel better. And with this, I'm going to have you track your sleep. If you want to track your sleep, it's a great way to do it. Right now, go for a week, track exactly what you're doing right now, and then try to use some of these things that I listed, in this video, and try to track them for another week, getting that 6 to 8 hours, and just keep track of, and you'll see how it's listed. It's going to have the hours, the sleep you had, how good it was, your caffeine and alcohol intake, and your water intake. Track those for another week and see how you do. See if you feel better. If you do, great. Stick with it. Try to stick with it as best you can. All right, guys. Hopefully this is of some value of you guys. And if you want to, you can stay tuned for my next video. Will be tomorrow. And hopefully you won't feel like crap. All right, guys. Take care. Peace.